Our topic is on the biodiversity of humans with natural selection affecting phenotypes and directional, stabilizing, and disruptive selection.
Biodiversity is the life that reflects the number, variety, and irregularity of living organisms and how these change from one location to another over time. It is important because it is a mandatory factor that makes life livable on Earth, allowing ecosystems to adjust to natural disasters, and genetic diversity prevents diseases. Today, species are going extinct at an accelerating and dangerous rate because of the unnatural environmental changes caused by human activities. Some of these activities that have direct effects on species and ecosystems include habitat loss, the introduction of non-native species, climate change, and pollution.
If we do not stop the threats to biodiversity, we could be facing another mass extinction with dire consequences to the environment and human health and livelihood. In other words, everyone will die. Biodiversity also includes the difference within species, between species, and between ecosystems, like shown here. To move on, the three different selections are stabilizing, directional, and disruptive.
Stabilizing selection is a type of natural selection, part of microevolution, which favors the majority of the population best adapted to the environment.
Directional selection is the opposite of stabilizing selection. This selection favors extreme phenotypes and factors like the change in the weather.
The last selection is disruptive, which selects against the average person in a population. This selection is the rarest of all selections.
An example would be the peppered moths. The medium-colored moths were seen on dark and light tree trunks, so few survived the disruptive selection.
Natural selection is a process where the environment influences a population's genetic and phenotypic characteristics. The phenotype could be passed on from this generation to the next generation, which can also cause variations, but it must also have a genetic basis.
Variation can occur when each individual is in a population because each of the individuals have different forms of the same genes. Biodiversity is important and it is a variety of life that reflects number and variety of living things.
The three different types of selection are stabilizing, directional, and disruptive.
Natural selection occurs when there are differences in fitness among members of a population.